Hello, I'm Kevin Benedict, Senior Vice President of Solution Strategies here at Regalix, and this week reporting live from SAP Sapphire Now User Conference. And today I have as my guest, which I'm very happy to have, is Sebastien Christian, Product Line Director for the CTO office for analog devices. Now, when we scheduled this, you were with a different company.
Yeah, I was founder and CEO of a company called Otosense.
Okay, and you just got acquired.
And we just got acquired last month, absolutely.
And instead of you being on some tropical island sipping a pina colada, you're here working.
Has been a hard choice, yeah. Actually, it's worse now than before.
Yeah. So, you know, just like 3 weeks ago, I got my first hearing aid because I lost my hearing about 10 years ago.
Okay.
The only reason I'm flying with a fever, and I know so many people in technology field that have lost hearing in one ear flying when they're sick.
Okay.
I don't know why, and so many people I read about and talk to, they've never found out why. The doctor just says you don't have hearing, you've got nerve damage from a virus. Yeah, it's a virus. That's what they say because they don't know.
In 80% of the case, we don't know what is the source of the problem.
So I have my first hearing aid, but it seems like it doesn't, you know, I'm not very impressed with the quality and the sound filtrations and the adjustment and the use of AI. I wish it had a lot more.
Yeah.
You're an expert in this field.
Yeah, I was.
Talk to us about how you started and then how you got to analog devices.
Okay, I will try to keep that short. I'm a physicist initially, math and physics, master's degree in quantum physics. And quantum physics, the more you do it, the less you understand what's happening around you.
Yes.
So I really wondered how we humans would be able to make sense of the world with just the senses we have. And so I got interested in neuroscience and decided to learn that part. I was doing some very early AI at that time. And I wanted to have this organic part of the equation, of the AI equation. So I started digging into that, wanted to work on pathology because this is where you learn a lot. And so I decided to do a second master's degree in neuroscience, something that is
don't we all?
Yeah, here it's called speech and language pathology.
Yes.
And I got the specialization to work with deaf children and autistic children.
Yeah.
And deafness because it was a good way for me to understand how you go from the physical world, the perception, sense and perception, to semantics. How do we make sense of that?
Yes.
And so I spent 10 years working with deaf children, deaf adults, and then contributing in France to all the policies and regulations around how can we help a person with hearing loss at school, in the workplace, in a public space, from the accessibility standpoint or the hearing aid standpoint. I'm one of the French specialists of hearing loss actually now. And then I left. Well, what happened is that on the side, I had a company in France doing R&D on that front. And I developed progressively this AI able to take raw sound or vibration and create semantics from it and be trained on anything.
So road sound.
Raw sound.
Okay.
Yes, I'm French.
Yes.
R-O-W.
Raw sound.
Raw sound.
Okay.
And turn that into semantics with minimal human contribution.
Okay.
And when I had my prototype running, it was an application for people with hearing loss.
Okay.
Record your doorbell, your cat, your baby crying, and then your phone will tell you when it's happening again.
Oh, so your phone will say your doorbell rang.
Exactly.
Or your cat wants out.
Exactly.
Or somebody opened the door.
So I had this prototype. And I was laureate of a competition in Cambridge, Massachusetts, organized by the city of Cambridge. The French consulate and a number of different scientific and business partners in this community. And when I showed that there, both scientific, my fellows at MIT, or business people were excited by it.
Wow.
And we decided to create a new company, a C corporation in Boston, and to build that from scratch.
And that was Otosense.
That was Otosense, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. In January 14.
So what's the translation to business case? So what were you developing, and what were its ultimate applications?
So the fun part is we released a mobile app for deaf people, for people with hearing loss. It was best app of the year at Mobile World Congress in 2015, so 6 months later.
Yeah.
So we become visible.
Wow.
And who is calling us? Not hearing aid makers. First one was US Air Force. Then we had Peugeot, PSA, Citroën, car maker in Europe. And then we had more and more industrial folks, right?
Wow.
And so now, of course we pivoted, right? We're a startup.
Okay. Here's where the money is.
Exactly. And investors, all that. And so now we are doing a lot of transportation, aerospace, automotive, and a lot of industrial equipments.
So what's the use there? So they listen for sounds that interpret what's going on in the car?
Yes, and the product is embedded on a chip. So basically you can have a chip embedded in a car, in a plane, in any complex machine that is listening in real time and telling you in real time what's happening. And if everything is usual or unusual, or what events are happening. Of course, to tell you what events are happening, that means you have somebody somewhere who taught that to the system.
Yeah.
So we have a back end with a full set of human-machine interface where engineers, technicians can discuss with Otosense system and teach it what is this new sound that happened yesterday. And it's cumulative, so progressively it knows more and more about a
So
good number of
machine learning?
It's deep machine learning.
Okay.
So we have written all this deep machine learning stack from scratch.
Yes.
We are mostly mathematicians and physicists, so it's
Wow.
We've done everything from scratch. And same thing for the edge device. So it's a one of its kind edge computing, doing real-time sound vibration analysis without the need of any network.
Wow.
And this is why aerospace or automotive, because the system takes decision without asking to a server, without having to send this snippet to a remote asset to take a decision.
So it's actually in making the interpretation on the chip
Yes,
so that it can actually act based on that interpretation.
Exactly.
Right there,
Yes.
saving the data transmission time.
yes.
So
And of course it's way more robust because
Yeah.
you don't care if there's a network or not. You don't have to handle a network.
Yeah.
You will just need a network to get your system learn more. So from time to time, it's good, of course, to upgrade it and to let it exchange information with these technicians or engineers, but it's not requested. You don't need that.
So let's go back to your mobile app. Does this still exist?
We had to remove it because it had the same name as the company, and after we pivoted, it became confusing.
Okay.
But this will be coming back to people with hearing loss, but through other partners, right?
Okay, very good. So what was the intent of Analog Devices in acquiring Otosense?
So it has been it's been 2 years we collaborate.
Yeah.
We are a very advanced software system, but we need to run on very advanced hardware systems. And for us, advanced is very advanced sensors, best of breed sensors, best of breed signal processing, both from the analog standpoint and the digital standpoint. Going from analog to digital, amplifying the signal, well, all this knowledge is within ADI.
Wow.
And then once you reach the processor, ADI has very good processors as well, the Blacklin series, for example.
Yeah.
So now with ADI, we control the full chain from raw physical world to semantics. And it's all ours. We don't need anybody else doing that. So yeah, it was a natural fit. Right?
Oh, that's powerful. Well, I want to thank you so much for sharing all that you've accomplished with everyone out there today. So thank you very much,
Thank
Sebastien.
you. My pleasure.